start streaming. I gotta hit this over here. I think we're live. Get over here, you little shit. I want you over here.
Yep, we're live.
There we go. Get over here. I want you here. There we go.
Chaos and Crochet is live. Spencer, why are you wearing my robe?
Oh my
Your
god.
robe.
Do you guys have the same robe?
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
It's
yes.
black and gray.
It's quite the
Man, that's one of the gayest things I've
No.
ever heard.
Wait, yours is black and gray?
Dude, make that 3 people with the same robes.
Navy blue.
Yeah, mine's blue and gray.
Who can tell the difference on camera? Oh my god, you
Yes,
guys
you-
gotta you gotta come over. You both gotta wear those robes and you gotta come on my stream and sit on the futon together.
I definitely will.
That'd be the
Bronny
best.
will have to get one, or we're all just gonna be gentlemen on the.
Oh my god,
futon.
I'm gonna make
Okay,
sure
you know
Bronny
what? I
gets
can
the
get behind that.
Bronny
Yeah.
needs
Three dudes wearing the same robe is gay, right? But 3 dudes wearing the same robe, that's a club.
that's
There we
a
go.
geeky dude thing. It's so cute.
And then we need
Yeah,
Heather to
that's
wear
nice.
That is a gentleman's club.
We also
Can we-
need
can we
Heather
add
to wear the same
cigar
type of robe,
to
but
the-
hers is pink and white.
You can do cigars.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Oh my-
So I mean, is it gonna be chocolate cigars or actual cigars?
chocolate. Make sure
Chocolate.
it's high quality chocolate too. I hate cheap chocolate. I don't like cheap chocolate.
Yeah, we tell them about the chocolate from today.
I went to Trader Joe's earlier this week because I wanted to go to Trader Joe's, and I bought one of those pound chocolate bars, and it was like a Trader Joe's brand, but I opened it up and I could tell immediately it was just the same.
Chocolate.
It was just the same store brand chocolate that you get anywhere else. Like you can tell because they always just have straight lines as an indent, and I tasted it and it tastes more bitter and it doesn't taste right. And I know it's because it's cheap chocolate. I don't like that. So I have a pound of chocolate I don't want to eat because it's not the
I
right
think what-
brand.
I think what happened was, yeah, you grabbed the wrong one. Usually they have a milk chocolate. I don't know what it is. Trader Joe's milk chocolate always hits. When I was a kid too, I was like, Trader Joe's.
You
chocolate."
need to help me find
That's
a thing
what we
because
got. We got the.
I got the milk chocolate.
Oh.
It didn't taste right.
Then what happened?
It doesn't taste
Maybe it was a
right.
bad batch.
Maybe.
So I would suggest next time you go, get the semi-sweet one.
The semi-sweet. Okay, I'll try.
Semi-sweet is like
Yeah,
the kind of chocolate.
try
used
the
for chocolate chip
semi-sweet.
cookies.
I'll try. But yeah, I just like I was upset. I was upsetty spaghetti. It wasn't very good. I had to go to freaking Dollar General and get myself a bar of Godiva to make me feel better.
By the way, speaking of semi-sweet, the one place where semi-sweet chocolate chip cookies are the best?
What?
What's the name of that cookie place at the mall?
Oh, dude, you can't ask me that. Like Chocolate Factory? I don't know.
No, not.
Crumble cookies.
It wouldn't be crumble cookies. It's more in the more. It's in. Let me look it up. Hold on.
That's probably smart. Oh shoot.
I know they have it at the Oaks Mall. Wait, I'm in North Carolina. Get the way.
Oh, guys, I should pay attention to stream. Honey Drop the Unicorn was first today. Cherry Blossom Grove, they're coming to Minecraft. Charles B says, hi, can we please see the Valentine's Day Squishmallows? Bronny got you. Yeah, sure, Bronny. Go to the room and get the Squishmallows and throw them to me. Is Bronny saying stuff?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I'll do that in a minute.
He'll do that in a minute. You'll see in a minute. Trent says, hi, everyone. Sorry if I don't chat much today. I'm dealing with shit. Been there, Trent. Been there. You do what you gotta do. Trent's a bro. He gets it. So, guys, I released another sticker this week. Actually, I released 2. Technically, I released one last week, but I did a video for it this week, and I did a speed paint of this other one. I got my child Sylveon stickers. It's cute.
It's okay. I got it. It's Mrs. Fields cookies.
Mrs. Fields cookies? I don't think I know that place. I also have one of Flareon. Yay! My child has 4 paws and no
Can
spines.
I help you?
Very cute. I also still have I think I still have the Leafeon ones too to show everyone. These are all on my Etsy shop. Yay! You zoom in on it.
I'll
though.
buy that one.
If you buy it, good. Buy it on the shop and leave a good review. And be like, she was so cool and the best sticker maker ever. Freaking focus on it, you stupid camera.
Can I just review it and you say I'm verified?
Show the camera in the back of your hand. It likes skin textures.
Oh. I don't think it's working.
No, like fill the frame with the back of your hand.
Oh, back of my hand?
The back.
Yep, there you go. Now quickly
Okay.
swap.
Yeah.
Yeah!
If you watch any of my Pokemon card unboxing videos, I have to do that like 3 times a minute. It just constantly grabs the wrong focus.
Oh, gosh.
It's basically like a part of it. All right, card, focus, card. It's an amazing card if it wants to freaking focus. It's fresh in my mind because I got through editing 2 of them last weekend.
Let's see. Crosby says, it's good that you were streaming today. My chest is hurting bad and I need a distraction. Aw, man, you got some heartburn? That sucks. Darius Elm says, hey guys, I had a stream earlier. You did? You didn't tell me about it. Charles also asked, does Achilles still have the cone on or currently? Not at the moment. We're giving him a little break. Hey, Achilles, come here.
I completely forgot about him.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, man, OBS did something weird. Did you see that?
Yeah.
But we took it off him. He's already doing a lot better. We took him to the vet. He has to take amoxicillin twice a day, but it's already healing up really good. Say hello. Say hello.
What happened? I've been out of the loop. It's been a busy week.
Like a patch of fur missing on his face. Oh my! See, this is the burger that Brownie got me, and this is the Hershey one that's scented. This is one that I got from a Goodwill, and I made it good.
Does it still smell like the Lysol we used?
Kind of. If you get really deep into it, I don't think you guys would smell it anymore.
That smells chocolatey.
Yeah.
And this one smells like burger.
Bitch.
Burger.
I want to.
Go to Culver's. Culver's has good burgers.
This is
I
the
was
second night in a row you guys made me want Culver's.
Culver's are
We
pretty
do have a
good.
Culver's here. It's kind of a drive, though. I have to go to Apex to get. Actually, no. Let me look it up.
I have a Culver's that's like a hop and skip and a jump from the house. We have some good stuff that's just really close to the house. We have a Culver's. We have several places to get pizza. And just like a 10-minute drive is like 2 of my favorite boba places.
Okay,
There's
there
also
is a
Hermes
Culver's in
around here if I
Apex,
ever
just
want
let me
anything.
know.
I don't like Hermes.
I do.
It's about when
Give me a half-pound beef cheddar.
Marion, no, I want to try Culver. Actually, I've tried Culver's, but
Charles B says, I love all of your sweetie videos. She's an insane psycho. I know, right? It's great. I love it. I love making her unhinged. Honey Drop the Unicorn says, Hogwarts Mystery is going to have a multiplayer. For real? Like an official one, or is it going to be a mod? Because if it does, dude. Hogwarts Mystery. Is that going to be related to Hogwarts Legacy, or like what is that?
I think that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, is that the app game? I remember the app game.
Maybe.
Kitty,
Yeah.
stop playing with my yarn.
I know it's not the one that Niantic
cat
did,
walked
because that thing
around.
shut down pretty quick.
I think someone was trying to get me into that one.
Any Niantic product that
Did
isn't
you get any new
Pokemon Go
games
just
recently?
No, not recently. I've had to be all freaking responsible with my money. I want to get back to playing Pokemon Scarlet on stream because we had started that, but I really want to get Hogwarts Legacy. It looks cool. Looks cool.
Frick, there's an event that's only going to
From a friend
be
who
this
lives
weekend
it.
where you can get a garden
Actually, it's
apple.
pretty fun.
We have to do that. Kitty, give me my yarn.
Kitty Cat found the yarn. Just don't let Hercules see your whole entire box of yarn.
God, yeah, he'd have a heyday.
Oh yeah, hey Coon,
Yeah.
that town you said you had to go to with Culver's in it, is it full of legends?
It's def-
Achilles.
I mean, they called it stuff the peak
Yeah,
of living. I don't know if it's really legends. It's it's filled with people.
He chased that freaking cake like a freaking monster. I wish that camera was more.
You know, calling it the peak of living makes sense.
Yeah.
Where's the red?
I mean, it's a nice little town. I can't get it wrong. I've been there. I've lived there a little bit. I definitely would live in Apex. Just it's
Where's your
pretty
cake?
damn expensive. It feels like being in California there.
Where's your cake?
Apex doesn't refer to the fact that it's on top of a mountain. It refers to that it's the apex of the housing market.
Literally.
Which
The most expensive houses are in Apex, North Carolina. Want $1 million home? Live in Apex. Or West Cary. I don't know what it is. It seems like everything along the 540 is becoming $1 million homes. It's interesting.
you know, who can afford those houses? How is there a population of
People moving from New York, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Los Angeles. I could tell you a whole mix of them. A lot of Indians apparently are very rich.
Yeah, I was like,
What else?
how is there like a stable population of people who can afford to have those houses and will spend money to have those houses, you know?
I've learned real quick. It's because you know this whole thing that's been coming up called the remote work.
Yeah, I wish I could be a part of that.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's weird to think how people just do that. Like apparently there's a realtor business here that's like we're trying to get these homes to $2-3 million homes, and I'm like, oh, so you're going for the average Californian house. Nice.
Yeah, it looks
It
like
saddens me.
yeah, my mom's looking to head out of California too, just because of how pricey things are over there.
Yeah, my when I went to California for the holidays, there was actually a house for sale just around the corner from where my family lived. It's weird to think that house has been on the market for 6 months. That's what my mom told me. That house. How much is it selling for? $1 million.
Hey,
Just $1 million. I'm surprised it's still there, not taken, because it's Simi Valley.
oh,
Who doesn't want to live in?
Darius, I'm sorry to hear about your friend having an episode there. I hope she's okay too. Crosby is asking, did you watch the Super Bowl? Nah, I don't even know who won. I'm not into football.
Hockey's going crazy over here right now.
Honey Drop the Unicorn says she meant Hogwarts Legacy. For real? Man, I want to hear about that. Maybe, like, because I've entertained doing it on stream when I can finally get the game. But if it's going to be multiplayer, oh gosh, that's even more encouragement for me to get the game so I can play with people on stream. It's going to be fun. Oh, I hope it was fun. Travis says, have any kitty toys in the room for Achilles? Yeah, we have that cake that he keeps chasing. And I guess you could count the yarn that he keeps trying to take from me. Uh, Let's see. Trent says, I heard a Reddit story recently where someone was cheated out of Super Bowl tickets from a Redditor. Oh, that sucks. Trosby says, what are we drinking tonight? I was drinking some Diet Dr. Pepper to give myself a little caffeine in the system. But if you're asking about wine, I got some Wink and Owl California wine called the Cabernet Sauvignon. Hello.
I stocked them.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you for stocking that for me.
And I'm drinking Miller High Life. Why am I telling you guys? You're not interested. Me, you're interested in
Charles B was asking. He was generally asking what we were drinking. He usually asks.
Okay, yeah, Miller High Life. You know, we got the beer, Miller beer. Apparently, it's the champagne of beers.
Paladin Ponytail says, hey Heather, did you and Bronny know that Tarzan started out as a book character? You know, I would have figured a lot of what Disney covers is like a book or tall tale of some kind or something like that. Trosby says, close to finishing Alan Wake? Yes, next episode will be the last. It'll be the end of Alan Wake,
Uh,
and then we can get back to Pokemon.
Thermos game will be over finally.
Trent says, not a Redditor. Redditor, the British YouTuber. Should I know who that is? Oh, sucks. Trustby says, you should see if you can find any bourbon barrel aged wine at a store. Imagine that's expensive, and it's not on the menu right now if it's too pricey.
Yay, making ends meet.
Making ends meet. I got some job interviews next week, hopefully, so maybe I'll get a higher paying job soon and I won't care about price. Ooh.
Ooh, nice. I'm also looking for a job. Funny, I've been looking for a job for a while, haven't
Mm-mm.
I mean, I want consistent pay. I'm getting tired of the commission pay. Apparently, winter is the worst time to work at the company I work at.
I would imagine so. I mean,
It's winter. Yeah.
I would say, like the two jobs I'm looking at, one of them does have commission. It's being a debt collector. Now, I don't actually really want the job, but its base salary pays more than what my current job does. So like I'm like, look, if I have no other choice, maybe I'd do it. But I think I'm gonna have options. I mean, it's not the only interview I have set up so far, and I still have plenty of applications I've yet to hear back from. I've only been really applying for jobs for the past. I applied to a couple last week, but I applied to a lot this week alone.
Well, that's nice. I
Yeah, and I already
mean,
got like 2
isn't it
callbacks.
isn't it fun to have to be job hunting? Funny enough, I only got like 2 callbacks too. Only
You
two.
know, description of a lot of jobs, and like I don't want to do them. Like it's like, yeah, this is within my ability. I can do this, and it's good money, but I don't want to do this job. I think I'm just lazy. I think I'm just like, frick, I hate working for my money. This
Don't we
sucks.
all?
No one wants to work for money, but you gotta.
Just give me the money
Just
or become a remote worker.
love that. Yeah, a lot of the remote jobs, because I wanted a remote job so much, but freaking it's all the remote jobs I find are stuff like I can't do. Like they want me to be an engineer or designer of some kind, or it's for like jobs that are just over my head. Like you have to be like a management position in like some kind of thing that like I just don't have the right qualifications for, and since I don't have experience, they wouldn't even consider me. So
I think you have to get. I think you have to get like a technical engineering degree.
yeah,
My
you need
friend
to do
has.
something like that,
He's making
or
6 figures.
another thing I find is when I do find a remote job that fits my qualifications, it's like, hey, this is a remote job, but you have to be a commutable distance from our headquarters. Like, if we want you to come, you need to be able to come. And I'm like, what's the point of making it remote?
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
boy, just in case. Man, my birds are chirping up a storm.
That's what they do. They live in their birdie life.
I think they want me to feed them. Like, I've been feeding them spray millet from my hand lately. They jump on my hand now. Yay! I'm trying to get them to the point where they're willing to jump on my hand outside the cage. That gives me a chance to make a video.
Angel Speed says, I provided some additional info on the Hogwarts Legacy multiplayer in your server. I'm gonna have to look into that. Paladin Pony T says, Heather, were you and Bronny able to find the audiobooks on YouTube? No, I'm gonna say it again, Paladin. I just didn't have the time. Like, in our spare time, we've been applying for jobs. Ooh, multiplayer. Oh, it's sort of, so it is the mod thing I heard about for the Hogwarts Legacy. I wonder how that's gonna work, because Skyrim had the same thing. Skyrim had a multiplayer, but it was something the fans implemented. So it was kind of buggy. It was very buggy. I like it when I look at the Discord stuff, I just look straight up in the camera because yes, I have my 3 screens in like an L positioning way here. The screen where I like to keep Discord is up top because I don't usually have to touch it during stream. OBS is right here, and Stream Chat is over here for me to read. Maybe I could be structuring this better, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, it'd be cool if I could play with more people in Skyrim. But they do have like the Elder Scrolls Online that I could potentially play with people multiplayer. I just haven't gotten that deep into it. I played it for a little bit with Bronny, but the playing with people in game way is kind of weird. If you're not part of the same factions, you can't exactly be in a party together. I thought that was weird. Paladin Pony T says, still job hunting. Yes. I've got some interviews locked up though, so I'm hopeful that I can get something that pays much better.
I employ you, Heather. Get that job.
Oh, I'm gonna make that bag.
And then get me a good word. I'll join.
I'm a little nervous because going into the job I had now, I had a banger reference for my last job. Looking for a job while you're still currently in a job is kind of weird because I'm like, well, I can't ask for a reference from the job I work at because, like, why are they going to give me a reference if it means I'm going to leave them? It's awkward.
That might actually work in your favor.
It's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Because either they give a reference, well, okay. There's one scenario where it's bad for you, and 2 where it's good for you. The bad one is if they give a reference, but they badmouth you the entire time.
That's
The good one is where they maintain professionalism and give you a good reference, and you get hired by the other job. The really good one is they get asked about a reference, and they get scared and give you a raise because they don't want you to leave.
Yeah.
There's actually another
I've
there's
thought of
actually
it.
another aspect to that. This is basically from what my mom told me. It's when the job that you're currently in wants you to get to another good job because you're actually such a good worker, and since the job doesn't really need you anymore, they want you to continue working in something else because what a great person you are.
That's
You deserve to move on to this company.
my last job went. I was quitting from them because I was moving out of Tucson to go to Florida to go live with Bronny, and they understood it and they kind of saw it coming, and then they gave me the huge note and gave me a going away party, and I left, and that was like the best scenario in which to quit from a job. It really was, and that was the
Yeah,
first time I'd even
remember-
gotten like
I
a real
remember that.
reference.
I remember.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't have faith in this job that I have right now, though, giving me a good word or giving me a raise.
If I hope they give you the raise. Worst case scenario, you move on to a new job. And if they're telling you to
Exactly.
find a reference, take that as they're not going to accept you. If there's anything I've learned when I tried applying for another job a while ago before I got my other job, um, they requested me to get a why am I pulling a blank? We just said freaking things. But basically, they asked me for it, and I'm like, okay. So I just accepted the other job option. I was like, yeah, okay, thank you.
If they ask for a reference, maybe I could just do the cheater thing we usually do and just tell one of my friends, like, hey, I'm going to use you as a reference. You were my manager at this job. Say good things about me. I've done that for four people and asked people to do that.
I do that all the time myself. I message our groups and go, hey, somebody asks about me. You need to lie through your teeth and tell them I'm a good person and that I'm confident in what I do.
Yeah, do it.
That wouldn't be
It's a smart
lying.
idea.
I wouldn't be lying. I like to use, like, I've done it for my friends a few times. I think I'm really good at sounding very happy with people on the phone. Like, I did that for our friend Sweetie, and I think she ended up getting the job where they're like, yes, we were calling about Sweetie because so and so she was planning to be a job, baby, the pet sitter or something. I'm like, oh, yes. She's so professional and great and stuff. And I've even had her watch my own pets because I trust her that much. My pet has a lot of health conditions, you see, and that was true. Like that part was true, so I didn't have to lie there. But yeah, I'm gonna use you as a reference because your name sounds really different. They're like, oh man, Emerald Spencer. He sounds rich. So, what kind of work does she do? And you just go, the best. Show me your professional voice.
I mean, it's just about the same as my normal voice.
You gotta sound less young. Sound old.
I don't know if I. Hold on. I can sound old for you real quick. I have to go put this away anyway.
Start with that. Start with that. I should do Bronny, but I don't want them to have to.
Get them on the phone and get them on the phone and be like, so who are you? And I'm just be like, my pronouns are that ninja.
God, that reference isn't gonna sound very good. I need someone who has a really, really good, stern customer service voice. Ronnie would be good for it, but I don't want them to have to recognize his name later if I get married to him. There's like, are you marrying the guy who gave you the reference for this job? And I'm like, how do you think I got my reference?
I had to do horrible things to get the reference.
Do you have any idea what I did to that man? He wants to marry me, so I keep doing those things.
Okay. Hunter,
You started it.
yeah, but I drew a line.
You didn't draw it clearly
Across
enough.
it.
You drew it with a white crayon. Why would you do that?
By the way, I can help
I'm gonna
you.
start drawing it with stealth and see if that keeps your freaking burning self out.
I
Dude,
can
if
help
it's
you with
salt,
your reference.
show me your customer service voice. Show me your customer service voice.
Okay, give me a moment. It's been a long day.
All right, do it.
Hi, my name is Jeremy. I'm here to help you.
I don't know. You still sound too young, too youthful, too full of life.
Sounded good. It sounded good.
Phantom, give me your customer service voice. Sound old.
I can't really do one right now. I actually have a sore
Oh,
throat.
you want me to? You want me to? I can't do it. No, I'm too.
Yeah, you gotta sound more raggedy. You know what?
But you gotta remember this: a lot of jobs lately have been turning to younger and younger people because you can't keep old people for so long. But you start retiring after a while. So if you really want to, you can actually accept Heather. She's a pretty dang good worker. She's done a lot for me. In fact, she's gone above and beyond for me. So I do recommend her
Yeah,
wholeheartedly.
it'd be. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder who in our friend group would probably be the one with the best voice for this.
Probably Cordero.
Yeah, do Cordero. I don't even know who he is, but do it.
You know what? Yeah, he's got the voice. He's got the voice, and he's been in management stuff before. He probably know how to do it. I'm gonna call it Cordero. Cordero, and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Give me a reference, and I will make Rara Jack canon." And he'd be like, "Okay."
And
I don't think he likes her.
And it's a
He
good
likes
show.
Lyra Bond.
It's already
Ooh.
canon. I can't freaking bribe him with that.
Yeah, he's like, why would I need it from you? It's already canon.
You
We'll let that in Ronnie's face.
have a season of that being canon, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
a lot of
I suppose it doesn't matter.
A lot of restaurants are urgently hiring, and they're like, "We're hiring multiple candidates, and you'll get like $20 paid." And I'm like, that sounds kind of
It's like, are they lying? Are they lying?
It's funny because I've worked at a restaurant and I was a manager, like a shift manager at that restaurant.
Oh, thank God. I
Last
looked at the
I've
camera and I
heard,
thought your
you're gonna
feet
be
just looked
worked
weird.
to the bone for that kind
It
of stuff
sucks.
in the restaurant.
Yeah, restaurant.
Yeah, I can tell you those. Technically, they're not lying. $20 an hour makes sense.
Have you
Just you're not gonna.
Makes sense. I thought it made $20 an hour.
I mean, I'll put it this way: I made $18 an hour when I worked at a restaurant, and I was a shift manager, and I made tip on top of that. If
Guys,
you
I think you
really,
missed my joke.
oh yeah, I did. R/swoosh.
Hey, Coon.
Do not ever in your life prefix something with or slash by presence.
Gotta think of a way to
Ronnie,
do it.
get used to it. It's me, okay?
No, I won't get used to it. I'm going to discipline it out of you. I'm going to turn you into a real man by the end of this.
Don't.
Good point.
I need you to do Valley Girl voices with me and get Boba Tea.
Oh my god, bro.
No, he's going to be a real man. He's going to stay the frick off of Reddit, and he's going to stay the frick out of California.
Funny enough, I don't even use Reddit.
You keep ruining them. You want to make them like you. I want my friends to be my friends.
Yes, I need to not be the only real man in our group.
Tony, you're gonna have to get used to this, okay? If I'm gonna be a man, I'm gonna use this voice.
If I'm gonna be a man, I'm gonna be a gay man.
Ronnie making the man.
I don't give a damn. Try me.
Pedal every day, please.
I don't know what Trent's
I'm gonna
talking
use
about.
this voice because it makes my coworkers laugh, okay? Even if it's at me or with me. Laugh,
Oh, Paladin Pony T says Elder Scroll, Dragon Age, The Witcher, Warhammer Fantasy, and more are games whose lore I've gone deep into. Heather, what do you like most about Elder Scroll? You know what? I don't know a lot about the deep lore. I know like surface level lore of the Elder Scrolls universe. I just have a soft spot for the games, and it allows me to be an Argonian, which is just a lizard person. And I don't know why I like being a lizard person. I don't know why. Like
Are the best.
they are the best. I want to be one all the time. My second favorite is Khajiit. I like being a beast folk type of character. I love the role playing. I like the fantasy setting. I especially love Skyrim because I get to fight dragons, even if like sometimes it's inconvenient. Like I'll just be doing my thing and suddenly off the distance it's like, "Ah," and I'm like, oh my god, right now I'm busy. Shit. But yeah, I just have fun. I just love the setting and I love the role playing aspects of it very much. It's very fun for me.
So this is the part thing.
Oh, what is it?
Uh,
Oh, you could put different emojis. Okay.
well, no, look at the bottom corner up here.
Oh, you can put that on my stream. Oh my god, thanks for the
So
likes.
I think if you hit play on there, you have it muted, right?
Yeah, I have it muted.
Yeah, and then skip all the way to the present, and let's just spam this thing.
Okay, I'm looking. It's not coming up yet. I don't think.
Oh, it's coming up in chat.
Oh, Hey, should I be seeing? Oh, okay, so I can pause this. Keep doing it? Oh, cool. It's cool. They're kind of trying to make it like Twitch or something. That's interesting.
I'm gonna grab another beer.
Paladin Pony says, anyone else thinking he's wearing a wizard's robe?
Hold that thought.
I respect it.
Honey Drop the Unicorn says, you could ask Dr. Wolf. What was I asking Dr. Wolf for? I lost track of the conversation. Trent says, Country Sky Trail. Bronny will keep hearing it from me. Vapor Trail and Sky Stinger from MLP. Oh! Them. They were kind of... Specifically, Bronny and Rose's review. Oh gosh, yeah, you can see all the stuff in the chat. Oh, it's becoming Twitch up in here. Freaking... Oh yeah, if you guys wanted other stuff to come up on stream, remember the tip jar is a thing and you can have messages read out. I keep forgetting to plug that. You could put it right, or you could put something right into my chalice. Technically, if you put money in that wine thing, like, it eventually comes to money in my chalice because I buy wine with it.
Be a man thing is stuck in my head now.
Be a man, you must be swift as the
Oh
course.
no, not be a man. More work till you die, and then work some more.
No, let's
Be a man.
Let's make Mulan be a man.
Yes.
That Be a Man's better. I was very disappointed when I heard the live action remake of Mulan wasn't gonna have that song in it. I was like, well, I'm not seeing Mulan.
Don't watch it.
Stay with the originals. I loved the originals. Why do they have to keep making the dang reruns? Every time I see them, I get disgusted.
Are they? I haven't heard of one in a while.
The Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Bruh.
I'm disappointed.
Don't say it. Don't!
Abracadabra.
That was close. That was close.
Bippity-boppity-boo.
He freaking has a wand, guys. He came in with a loaded weapon.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shit. I can see it. Don't you freaking try your magician trick on me. Jeez. Dude, at least hold it like that.
magician tricks.
At least hold it like in the meme. They were like,
I believe this is more like the way Holy Lord holds it.
Protect you from
Like,
listening.
they intentionally put a hook on the end of it so he could hold it with a weird hand gesture, make it look more snake-like.
oh, okay. It was just to be creepy and weird.
Yep.
That was such a creepy and weird dude. Let's see.
Let me see if I can pull up. Where am I? This.
Paladin Pony says, if you want, Heather, I can answer any of your questions about Elder Scrolls. That's okay, I'll do a deep dive at some point. Queen Autumn Rain says, it's Lengardio Leviosa.
You know, one of my coworkers gifted me a copy of the Harry Potter spellbook. I need to find it.
I thought it was Wingardium Leviosa.
There's multiple iterations.
It's Leviosa.
Like, I think Leviosa, just Leviosa will make an object float. Wingardium Leviosa is the one that lets you move.
I don't remember all the rules.
And like the only one I remember the only two I remember the gesture to. Abracadabra is a lightning bolt one, which is why Harry has the lightning bolt scar. And Lumos, which turns on lights, is like up and then back down.
Alright, I was at
But this one is going to be the most useful one once I figure out how to hook up an Xbox Connect so I can control my smart home off of this thing.
Slacks Connect.
They're old school, dude.
Yeah, I can find it at a game store for like $15.
Queen Autumn Rain says, but how have you been? It's been a second since I've seen you live streams. I've been pretty good. Looking for new work, but still chilling. We're crocheting still. Playing games. Living La Vida
I'm looking
Loca.
for work too, because I got fired because I suck. So, yeah, if anybody knows somebody hiring, especially remote.
Yes, please help us.
Oh, I
Help
love
us.
Ronnie, stop being self-deprecating or I'm going to pick a random object in the workshop to give you a friendship beating with.
Do it. Something rusty.
I don't know, man. Like, I think you can only get fired so many times before you start to realize the problem might be the call might be coming from inside the house.
Freaking horror movie this shit.
Oh, it's a horror movie.
I mean, I've been hearing layoffs happening more and more lately, so it's not on
Yeah.
us, it's on society.
There is an equal chance at least that you are just a constant victim of bad.
Yeah, and your managers sound like they're assholes
Mhm.
whenever you get one.
You do. I'll give you this. You do have a point. If I may be permitted to rant about my life story for a few minutes.
Go for it.
Sure.
The So here's what happens to me. I chose the wrong career path initially, and not only on top of that, I went to the worst possible school. So my degree literally isn't worth the paper it's printed on, and so I'm not qualified for anything on the actual knowledge and the actual skills don't matter because I can't get past the interview. So what happens is I get hired, scumbags, frankly speaking, who got revolving door because in their company because they manage things. Um, and they run their ads on Craigslist, and then they hire the only people looking for jobs on Craigslist are crackheads, me. So they hire me because I'm not a crackhead, and then they're horrible. Like the previous one was top five, one of the worst people I'd ever known. I would go into work every day. Is this the day I freaking punch this guy? Is this the day I freaking punch this guy? And he would get up in my face, yelling, screaming, cussing, um, freaking threats, throwing things, just horrible over stupid little like even misunderstandings like that are fixed in like a couple of minutes if they're even a problem at all.
Jesus.
And yeah, and it was like he would always get me to that point where it's like where I'm in my head going, please say one more thing, please take one step closer so I can justify what happens next. And then he left. That boss actually left. He sold his company. Guy that took over was all right. 3 months later, he fires me because he's been mismanaging everything and he ran the company into the ground. He couldn't afford me anymore, which made sense to nobody because I was the lowest paid one. So, um, so he gets rid of me, and I move into this job, and this guy can't communicate, doesn't train people, expects you to know about everything, right off the bat without training you. And it's like, man, if I knew everything, I wouldn't be here. I'd be actually working for the companies of the things that we're servicing, doing their tech support, remote, on call, making twice as much. So he doesn't communicate, he doesn't train people. So and he's out on Craigslist, so he's got a revolving door too. And then when the previous people he had that were screwing everything up, and I got to come in, I got to fix all their stuff, and when I can't fix their stuff because they misdiagnosed it, or this, that, or the other thing, then I end up looking bad. So that I just get these scuzzy people that can't keep employees, and I stay with them for as long as possible because I don't quit anything, and I've got too much on the line. So yeah, but I don't. So maybe my luck is that, or maybe I suck. I don't know. And statistically speaking, with everybody else I've ever dealt with in my life, when they have this many problems, it's because they cause it themselves. So
I don't.
it's more likely that the problem is internal, statistically speaking. So that's where I'm going.
I got a point to put in.
Yeah, please.
Why don't you apply in different aspects instead of Craigslist? I never turned to Craigslist, so why not try?
Listen, I do everything. I am amazing at finding other people because I know all the tricks, and I just can't find them for myself because I went to Full Sail University. And now that I'm, like I literally went 7 years after I graduated college getting zero feedback. I'd be lucky if I got an interview. Like I almost never got an interview. I'd go years at a time without getting an interview. The same very week, I'm like, wait a second, I'm like, why is everybody, why can't I even get a call back or anything? Why can I barely ever get to the interview? And then I look it up, and they're like, yeah, the only people that have anything good to say about Full Sail University are people that work at Full Sail University. So I took Full Sail off my resume, and that week I started getting called.
That's
So
funny. I think
so
there's something behind that. Behind
I
this.
do Career Builder, Indeed, Craigslist, Glassdoor, Monster, Snag a Job, Zip Recruiter, Google, just general Google searches. I do temp agencies. I do what else do I do? I do all this stuff. I'll like sit there and I'll like Google, places that I might want to work for, and I go straight to the careers page. I call these people up and I go, hey, what do I got to do to work there? Right? All the tricks. And when people come to me and they're like, oh man, I need help finding work, I can help you, they get a job in a couple of weeks. Heather moved here. Actually, no, even before that, I helped Sweetie find a job in like a week when she actually let me help her. I gave Heather tips for how to find a job. And she got hired at Tucson Subaru in like a week after or 2 weeks, something like that. After I showed you what to do, Heather, something like that.
It wasn't like that, Brownie, because I went through the temp agency first, and they put me onto the car dealership, and eventually I got lucky enough to where they bought out my contract.
So am I
But
right? I knew
you
that.
always
Am I
give me the tip.
misremembering that I turned you to Robert Half?
I don't recall. You did say to go through with it because I was kind of put off that they were a temp agency and I wanted permanent work right away. But yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So and I've done that to a lot. I've done that to a lot of people. So I can find work. I just can't do it myself.
Well,
Yeah.
It is a thing that comes down to luck too. Like you've been applying, like since you got laid off, like you've been applying and you only got a call this week, and I've been applying. Like I applied to a job Thursday and got a call back that same morning.
Mhm.
Like
I
it's
wish I got that. I have to wait 5 to 10 days at
I-
least for something.
I'm pretty lucky when it comes to jobs. Like when I moved over to Florida, I had a job in like 2 weeks. And it's the job that I'm working
Don't
right
get
now.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I've been pretty lucky here on out. I'm pretty surprised how far I've come, but it's also like now it's like things are stagnant, especially in the job market when it comes to what I'm trying to look for. I've only had one good. All it turns out is I'm pretty sure that company was like just trying to tell me off nicely, like we don't want you. But it's like, dude, if you're gonna tell me off, just tell me off. Don't try to be nice about it. Just tell me. I can move on to the next thing. I think that's the problem. A lot of jobs will hold you at. So will I or will I not?
You like to keep
Now,
you in
for Bronny's sake,
suspense.
for Bronny's sake, eh, just keep trying, man. That's all I can give as advice from.
So you
That's
still
that's all I can do.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's the weekend.
I don't quit. I don't. I don't. Yeah. I told this to my mother one time because she was like, "Oh, you've got a very self-defeating attitude." And I'm like, "No, I'm realistic." She's like, "You're self-defeating and you quit before you begin." I said, "No, I'm realistic. You just can't really wrap your head around how much things suck." And listen, mother, if I knew how to quit, I'd be dead. and like she doesn't understand how real, how true that is.
It's a different
So
time.
yeah, it's very different. So that's what it's like out here for me anyway.
I feel.
Finished one wristband.
Yay! Wristband finish.
Are those are the Rainbow Dash, right?
Yeah, the first ones I ever made. I'm keeping as like the imperfect ones, and I'm making better ones now since I perfected the pattern. I'm making better ones now to have on stock to sell.
Nice.
Get off my wrist! Fuck. There it goes. Doo, doo, doo. Now, to make the other one. Let's catch up on some chat, shall we? Charlesby is saying as if anyone remembers the equestrian game of buckball. Yes, and I don't know for what purpose. Paladin Pony T says to Spencer kind of Heather. He said the spell. Yes, because if he said the spell right, we did. Let's see. Trent's like, Bronny's right. He does get angry a lot. He has a lot to be angry about. Charlesby says, is Bronny the type to let Heather win sword fights on purpose? No. I mean, he definitely goes easy on me, but he doesn't let me win. Town and Pony says, Heather, the people I like the most in Elder Scrolls are the Bretons. I love their history and how all of them are magical knights. I hate to be a person that's like aesthetic, but I'm like, they just look like people. They're not interesting. I like Argonians because they're lizard people, and their history is also kind of interesting about Black Marsh. They are oppressed by the other species a lot, so that's kind of sucky. It's funny how the beast folk get the most oppression, but I guess that's how beings work. They're like human beings would be like, yeah, I hate everything that doesn't look like me, so I hate the elves the least, but I hate the beast folk the most. So they mostly get the short end of the stick. Brent Paladin Place also said, would you like me to name some YouTubers who make videos about Elder Scrolls lore? Oh no, that's okay. I have a few that I listen to already. For a lot of new stuff about Skyrim, I was really into, what was his name? Nate something. I'd find his videos again in a heartbeat.
Nate something.
His name was Nate the Great or something like that. Nate something. Something with Nathan. Trusty says, have we seen your OC use her magic or princess powers before, Heather? Ways. I think I had a video way back in the day where I shapeshifted. I've had her use levitation. Nothing very exuberant as I do not have the effects
I
or
know
the
you
budgets.
teleported in one of our videos.
Oh yeah, I do that a lot. That's a gift.
Heather,
Yeah.
I've been working on my OC more lately.
Oh yeah, what was your
I
OC
don't know
in?
what the-
Like what universe?
I've actually, so I've set this a design. Funny enough, it was a game I was playing on the laptop.
Oh,
Because I got bored and I was taking a break from my console at the time. I was just playing Roblox, losing my sanity in there. But I'm actually gonna send you it. 'Cause I took some screenshots.
hold on. I gotta count these stitches. I'm at 15. I got to get to 30.
Java developer, I don't have that kind of experience.
God, if I could get a remote job and just stay home all day, that'd be great.
And Coon, if you get a day off,
Yeah.
all seriousness, poke me, right? And I'll show you everything I use to find a job, and that might help.
Heck yeah, dude. I know
Oh,
I'm
then I yawned. Right.
Wednesday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll definitely send you a message. Because the thing is, yeah, my commission job,
That's
doing backbreaking work for I don't know what pay I'm
Phantoms OC.
making until it's oh shit, I gotta turn to my family like, I need a little it sucks. And then also my convenience store job. I mean, if I went full time, I'm definitely making more than my commission job. But it's not gonna be, it's not gonna
Yeah.
I'm at a trade, and I'm also in existential mode. I even told my boss at my job, I'm like, hey, so don't be alarmed. I'm not leaving as of because they love me there. But I'm planning on moving on. I do need a job that'll pay the bills. I can't rely on summer being the best chance for me. Because if that's the best chance, shit, my whole life is just save, save, save. Hope I don't. That's my
Yeah,
situation.
that's not great.
It,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's everybody's situation. You know what they use? You know what a lot of construction workers up north do is they work through the spring and the summer and some into the autumn, and then when the weather gets it to where they can't work anymore, they blame it,
mm,
and that holds them over. But
it's kind of
unemployment's but yeah, that's why we're getting that nobody wants to work anymore, nonsense. Well, it's because you get the same amount of money on unemployment if you do by working a job that you hate, so why would you bother leaving the house if the taxpayers are just gonna give it to you?
exactly. But then the problem we run into is if everybody decided to go on, benefits, then it's like, well, who's gonna keep this up?
And that's exactly the problem we're having right now.
Yeah.
And some companies have figured it out and they've started a living wage. Others have not.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we need a, and I've been saying that. It's like, listen, if it's not a living wage, do it. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to. That, that's how it's got to be. Though you've got to be willing to stand your ground. Do you want to survive? You got to legit have to ask yourself, do I want to survive and be okay with the slavery, or do I want to risk dying for a better life?
Well, sometimes you do have to take the leap of faith. And that's
Yeah,
something I've done enough to know I don't want to let this falter. Because if I do, that means I'm going back to California. I'm stuck with my family. I don't have a room. I
yeah.
don't want that. I've
When
made
I
the
was
change.
in when I was in that 8 month hiatus, being able to find work, uh, and I had never had a full time job. I said that to myself, and I told everybody around me, Heather included, hey, I'm not taking another job unless it's actually going to get me out of this situation, unless it's actually going to pay me enough for me to live. There's a chance I might make it out of this.
You need to stretch this.
Hmm. It's a stress you kind of have to deal with.
Yeah. So, but that's the warrior spirit that literally made America.
Mhm.
So you've got to be willing to die for what's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Paladin Pony
And in
T
this
had a.
case, what's right is being paid a living wage. But I'm sorry, go ahead, Heather.
I thought you were done, so I was trailing off to chat. The Paladin Pony T says, questions for Bronny. What inspired you to use the realm of magic in your OC story?
The realm of something you should know about everything that you see in my story is that it's based on based or inspired by true events. So the full scope of what's going on has not been revealed of through the story there. But the teacher character, Holgrain, has demonstrated has demonstrated like a different type of magic he's trying to teach to Braun. Um, but you have to sort of uh, what's the word I'm looking for without giving away any spoilers? Because he has sort of like explained how it works, not explicitly, but it's like you've got to. It's not something that you can just show and then learn that way. It's something that you have to develop in yourself.
Uh, I think I have too much enough beer in me.
Please?
What do you do?
Well,
He's
and,
just
and you
taking
have
a
no
nap.
idea what you're talking about. So
He made it.
Yeah.
I don't know why he likes to
My mind
sleep.
is still on the whole job thing.
My God, yeah. Let's get off of real
Brownie,
life
I might need
stuff.
some help there.
I don't want to have to think of my career.
I have to think about my career.
I'm thinking about my career. I want to pick up those odd jobs that people don't want to do that I want to do. Yeah, I can get into HVAC. Yes, I can decide to become a city planner. But I really find it best to take the odd jobs that everybody else takes for granted. I mean, think about it. You become a freaking street sweeper, and it's just like people don't know that you can like drive around and just clean roads at like 2 a.m.
I want to address what Paladin Pony T says. Lol, Heather, have you tried doing ASMR? You sound good at it in Bronny's stream last night. What did I do that was ASMR-y? If I
Before anyone answers that, Brawny Gesundheit.
He's sneezing, I can hear him down the hall.
Yeah, bless you. You gotta say
Did the microphone not pick me up on your side of the hall?
No, we can just
I
hear
turned
you
my
from
mixer
here.
down.
We heard you
I
from
heard it
down
on
the
my end.
hall. We did not hear you on mic.
Okay, that's good.
I gotta say, if I did ASMR, I would do it the way Game Grumps did it, where they had the microphone that had 2 ears on it and just did weird things to it with someone who was wearing headphones, just like over there.
Oh yeah, that's how ASMR is done. Like,
I love it.
I think it was Amaranth on Twitch. One of her friends called her out on it. It's like she'd be at the microphone for hours, like breathing into it, tickling it with feathers, putting slime all over it. Meanwhile, she's just watching Netflix the entire time.
I want to do that, and to like, I don't know how I'm gonna keep a straight face doing it though, because every now and again I'll probably just be like, "I do it for you. Is that do you like
Well,
it?"
here's the thing. I forget the full acronym of ASMR. It was originally that they would place sounds in, and they would do it in such a way that it would supposedly, in some people, evoke the feeling. Like you would hear this thing, and then you could like say it was a candy wrapper, and then you could feel the candy wrapper, like the sensation of the candy wrapper, even though there's actually nothing there, right? And it was a experiment with the way your senses cross and perceive things. And then it turned into freaking you know dating simulator.
I gotta
So-
admit, I was into ASMR for a brief period of time. It was strictly like yandere boyfriend stuff.
So ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
God, that is words.
Tesla.
Odd Ones Out did a video about that. Fun fact: whoever named it, the M stands for meridian because whoever named it thought that meridian was a synonym for orgasm.
Fuck.
Alrighty.
Paladin Pony T says, "You sounded seductive and funny. Thank you. Be careful when you use seductive around Brownie." Honey Dropped Unicorn says, "You could become a dog walker. If you walk for 15 minutes, you can make $19. Could we make that an all-day thing, though? That would be set. And also, are you getting a whole bunch of dogs at once? And how big are they? Because I have a hard time with, like, one big dog, like, holding that shit back. Imagine a whole bunch. I would probably die. Maybe Brownie would be okay.
Yeah, and then you got to factor in like travel time. Like, are you going into right? Like, it might be $20.
And are the dog owners supporting the poop bags, or do you have to fund that yourself?
There's a whole bunch of
Yeah,
questions.
you could it could take you an hour to drive 10 miles on some days in Orlando.
That depends on where you're going. If you're going like
California.
deep into Orlando, heading away from Orlando, not so bad depending on time of day.
I can tell you this: traffic in Raleigh was weird. There were people running across Interstate 440 as I'm driving. I'm like, crazy running across the Interstate 440. I'm going 70.
I had to deal with a turtle today.
That's
You know what's funny? Yeah, I work for one of our friends in his home to help with his Lego business. I unpack packages and help him with whatever else he needs, and I earn a couple bucks that way. So I work effectively 2 jobs now. But that's a job I'm okay with. I make a couple good bucks. I use it to pay off my credit card debt. It's great. But today I went to the place where I normally work with him, And I saw because I work in his living room, and he has a sliding door that leads out to his backyard. And I saw a turtle, and I'm like, "Oh my god, you backyard!" And his mom and him came up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we know that turtle. It hangs out around here." And I swear that same turtle, as I was driving to leave, like maybe 2 or 3 hours later, that same turtle was in the middle of the street as I was trying to leave the neighborhood. And I was like, "Ah, crap! I don't want to like drive on. Like, I don't want to hit this thing, and I don't want to see it get hit." So I just parked my car and I got out and I tried shooing it to the sidewalk because I didn't want to pick it up. And like at some points I'd have to back away because like it would get nervous with me nearby and try to shell up in its shell. And I'm like, "No, don't do that. I want you to get out of the street." And as soon as I got on the sidewalk and was trying to drive away, the thing went right back into the street. I'm like, "Can you not? Can you not?"
It was probably in there with the black top. And yeah, what you do in that situation, whether it's you grab by the back half of the shell and you just pick it up and,
Yeah,
and move it.
it was kind of big. I
It's
don't think
it's
I
not
would have
so
been
hard.
able to
It's not
do
so hard to
that
move a
good.
turtle. You grab by its sides. You
It's
can't
only
do
gonna
anything.
it's only gonna bite you if you try to like poke it from the front. Like you try to poke its head while it's in its shell, it's gonna snap out at you.
I've never
Yeah.
like picked
And
up
I
a
will say
turtle.
this: you should give that turtle a name.
I don't know. I was really nervous for that turtle because, like, I could see in my rearview mirror it was really getting back into that street, so I don't want to get attached if I find it dead.
It's a street.
Busy street, so I'm
There's
sure
actually
it's fine.
funny that you brought that up. I remember driving along someplace in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, doing my carpenter job. And I was just like, oh, hey, a freaking box turtle in front of my car. Ah, shit.
No.
This is the first state where I've actually seen a possum in person. I was in my car and it was walking across the street.
Wait, you haven't seen them in California?
I didn't get to see one. I
I've
never
seen so many of them.
got to see it.
Seen them
You
in
know, I never
California.
saw a raccoon in person until I moved to Florida too. I guess just wild animals just wouldn't come out. Oh, we have
I've seen
them.
so many of them.
I know we have them. I just never saw them. They would never come out when I was around. Maybe I just stayed inside too much. But yeah, since I
Yep.
got here, I've seen them. My first possum that I saw was walking across the street while I was in a car. My God, the thing was huge. It was so big. It was bigger than any cat I'd seen. It was fat and it
I'll
was
give
big.
you, I'll give you that, Heather, because I remember here in North Carolina, driving down Main Street, Apex, North Carolina, I killed a possum.
Aw.
And I hear raccoons sitting outside my apartment window day in, day out, especially at night.
The
And
Dollar
I guess whenever I
Tree,
throw away,
It's hiding.
the Dollar Tree down the street just had a freaking swarm, or I don't know what you call it, huge pack of raccoons. But there was just so many raccoons that would come out because people would feed them cat food and shit. I just walked out of my car and there was just immediately like I don't know if there was like 20 and there was even more that I couldn't see that were hanging out in the trees and in the forest next to this store. And I was like, "Oh my god." And I as soon as I came in for my first day, I was just like, "So that's a lot of coons." And they're like, "Ah, yeah, people keep feeding them so they stay."
I know a lot of coons. Sorry, guys.
I
You guys
know.
can't say coon, it's a racial slur.
How
Sorry.
could
You
you?
walk into
Sorry,
work
kid.
one day, you look up at the trees, and then you go inside, like, I
Uh,
think someone's gonna get rang for their bells on the way out of here with all these Tom Nooks around.
Oh my god. Yeah, there was just so many. I didn't know armadillos would be over here. I didn't know armadillos would be a thing over here. I expected that more in Arizona. I was expecting scorpions, armadillos in Arizona. I wasn't expecting millipedes. I saw that shit and that freaked me out.
Mm.
But I didn't
I
expect
saw a
armadillos.
millipede
They're gross.
Millipedes
did
were
you get-
everywhere in
like,
Connecticut.
What was
Yeah,
your
why are
reaction
they
to seeing it?
in Hawaii.
Let's see. Let's see. Pound and Pony says you made a deal with a turtle, Heather. I didn't make a deal. I was trying to help him. Pound and Pony says, Heather, have you and Bronny read any horror books? If so, how many? Now, Bronny probably not. Me, I've read a couple like Goosebumps growing up. I read Fear Street. I read Stephen King. I was a fan of that stuff for a while. I haven't we tell you, we don't have usually the time to read, but I do like a good horror story. I do enjoy it.
I read this grimdark fan fiction several years ago that like messed me up for a full day.
Really.
Cupcakes?
No, it was I forget the title of the story, but imagine if Cadence was nightmare mode.
It's an
Right, he
interesting
got
one.
taken over by a nightmare and then tried to take over Equestria.
Wait,
And
wasn't
just
there like a version of that that appeared in the ship?
no, not really.
You might be
Um,
thinking
There was one
Daybreaker.
where there was one where Sombra was able to, but no, and basically the premise of this was that Cadence, like being evil and corrupted, sent her love spells out all over Equestria, and then for some reason, like when it wasn't as well received as she wanted it to be, it backfired and made everybody hate each other, like murderously hating. So there's just mass like bloodshed in the streets, and then um, so in order to they banish her to the moon, but now we got and it starts. So the story starts off with Cadence coming back. It's been and she's coming back, and Equestria has changed. And so what how'd this go? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, this sounds
Um
interesting. I'd like to read this.
yeah, so well, do you want me to give it away then?
Like the plot or like what story it was?
Well, I can't remember the story, so if I give it away, I'm gonna if I tell you what happened, it'll spoil the whole thing.
Will it though? Like, are you giving away a twist, or are you just like summarizing the premise?
So far I've summarized the premise. I think if I tell you much more, it'll give away that. But it was pretty gruesome, and it was very psychologically, and it legit messed me up for like a day. Like I was like, just I couldn't stop thinking about it.
wait, Ronnie, I think I know what you're talking about. I might have read that
Really?
there in school. Yeah, I like reading creepy stuff while I'm at school.
What was the title, if you can remember it?
I forgot. This is
It came out about 5 years ago.
I'm
this
sure
is
if I just
like
Googled Nightmare
3 months ago. Then I completely forgot about it. The title.
Mm.
Mm.
But 3 months, man.
I've had the
Very
same
bad memories.
fanfiction account for forever, so I probably could like, if I had stories that I liked from a million years ago, I probably still have them favorited.
Yeah.
It's a creepy universe. I like it.
You know what's a weird phase I went through is that I would read a lot of crossover fan fictions, and the big crossover fan fictions I would read would always be Mass Effect crossed with My Little Pony, and that was, I don't know why I was into that. I was just like, wow, My Little Pony.
Okay, so I am actually going through that currently, Heather. I don't blame you. It was actually pretty interesting.
It was the two I've read, and I'm sure they've updated since then. They might even be finished. I don't know. Was one where it turns like in each one Equestria is its own like little planet or whatever, and that's like for some reason like in one of them it's like, oh, Equestria the planet just gets discovered, and after everything big has happened in the Mass Effect universe, like after Mass Effect 3, and they're discovered by the council, and the council wants to start diplomatic relationships with them as a single planet, which is weird because the council doesn't ordinarily do that with creatures who haven't developed space travel as of yet, but they want to incorporate them because the ponies have all these abilities that other races do not, basically terraforming, because their pegasi can control the weather and their unicorns can do all this other stuff, and earth ponies can make things grow when otherwise it wouldn't. So they want to be able to utilize the ponies basically. So that was the big plot with that one. The plot with the other one is that it's actually a whole bunch of years after the events of Mass Effect 3, and they thought Shepard died, but actually Shepard's body got fucking Achilles. Sorry. He freaking is banging around down there. He likes it down there, but so Shepard's body got freaking transported through, I don't know, space waves or some shit to Equestria the planet, and like as soon as Shepard lands down there. They just adjust to the terrain of the Everfree Forest, but they get to know Fluttershy, and they make friends with everybody. And I think they got romantically involved with Luna at some point, but like, yeah, and then I don't know. The collectors show up. A lot of shit happens. It got weird. But that I like the other one about like the council like having alternate intentions with for the ponies as a plot point more. But I like both those fics. I also read one where like the Marvel universe crossed over with My Little Pony and Luna was for some reason shipped with Loki. Great shit, good stuff.
I don't think I like that ship.
Too bad. It's a
I
thing that's
find that
happening.
interesting.
Yeah, I'll forward you
I
that
am-
one later.
I think I passed my moment to put an input.
Were you a fanfic reader, Coon?
I read a couple. The
Mhm.
most common ones.
Yeah. Charles B was asking any update as to when you can get Achilles' brother. I'm thinking we're doing April. I actually didn't talk to my mom about that today. I was talking on the phone with my mom for like an hour. We didn't talk about that. We were talking about what was going on with jobs and stuff. And Paladin Pony T says, "Have you guys seen any gators yet?" Only at Gatorland. I've not seen one out in the wild, and I find that so weird that I haven't seen one. Bronny sees them out in the wild.
Yeah, just go out of the way from the city. Like I'm talking, go to a small town, Florida. You'll probably see.
I might have almost seen one at a local park, but I was with my dog, so I wasn't willing to stick around when I heard splashing.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of ducks. Plenty of different birds, like turtles, bees, raccoons.
Hey,
Some.
I hate wasps. I hope they don't come back this summer. They'll burn in hell.
Oh, totally. Yeah,
Mate,
actually,
already deal with
that's
those.
that's
They are
another.
evil.
Yeah, that's another standout thing about Florida, though. I've seen more animals here just walking around than I have in any other state. That I guess that says something. There's a lot of
Oh
animals.
yeah.
Florida is more of a city, like it's more desert, so you wouldn't see them out
Yeah.
But
there.
funny
I
enough,
saw
where
freaking
I
pack of
lived
coyotes,
in
though.
California. I lived in California. We had more bobcat and coyote sightings than usual.
They must be getting hungry then.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to eat a chihuahua, go ahead and eat a chihuahua. It's not nutritious. Why am I saying that? I
Don't-
don't eat chihuahuas.
Please don't eat my chihuahuas. But
I do not.
I did see a pack of coyotes once. Like I was just like when I was working at that car dealership, they had a gated in area for where we parked our cars, and I was on one side of the gate. My car was parked. I was about to head out of my car. Then I just saw like one coyote heading down the path, and I'm like, "Oh, is that coyote? What's he doing here by himself?" He was not by himself. On the other side of the gate, along with him, a whole like posse of them was just running down the bike trail, and I was like, "Oh, whoa, cool!" And as soon as they left, I just hopped out of my car and went into the office, and I'm like, "Hey guys, there's a pack of coyotes on the bike trail." And one of my like the office manager was really nervous because she's like, "Oh no, I don't fuck with coyotes, dude. I don't fuck with coyotes. Are they gone? Did they leave?" And I'm like, "I think so. They were just running the trail. They're not
Yeah,
gonna."
you don't want to mess with coyotes. Stay away from coyotes.
Especially with a pack of them, I get it, but they didn't.
Especially a pack.
Yeah, but they were on the other side of the fence and they were already gone by the time I left my car. I was just like, "Oh yeah, so that's it. They're probably like hunting something already that's not any of us."
I'm not scared of them though, because where I lived, they were pretty common. All I had to do is shoo them away because they know they'd probably be shot.
You just gotta stay out of their
A
way.
couple of years ago, up north with my family. Heather, remember we went out to the backwoods there and made that bonfire with my brother and his friend?
Oh yeah, and the smoke kept getting in my damn face.
Yeah. Do you remember hearing the coyotes howl off in the distance? They were probably a few miles away, but they were howling out there.
They were howling at them. Are they coyotes if they're up north? If they're up north, they're wolves now.
No, they're
No, it's coyotes.
they're coyotes.
Got them coyotes.
You need to go. Yeah, you need to go deep into deep into the woods in order to get see wolves.
Yeah, wolves know to stay away from humans with their big, long, black things that make loud boom boom noises.
Just call it a boomstick.
Didn't humans also nearly hunt the gray wolves to extinction?
Yep.
Once upon a time.
Everything. We hunt everything.
Severely screwed up the ecosystems they used to live in too.
Let's see. Let me catch up on chat. Trosby says, "Oh, remember when they did Transformers Meet My Little Pony comics? I do. I didn't read them, but I saw a lot of snapshots I liked." Trosby says, "Luna and Moon Knight seems to be best Marvel couple to me. I understand why it makes sense for reasons that are obvious." Pony T says, "Heather, if you like horror stuff, go find Let's Read and Swamp Dweller. They are YouTubers that read creepypastas. I do like a good creepypasta." Charles B says, "Have you ever seen any adult animals outside of your house before?" Was that turtle we found an adult? And also the turtle that was in front of me today must have been an adult. It was pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Then definitely the raccoons and possums were adults. Honey Drop the Unicorn says foxes can easily jump a 6-foot tall fence. Can coyotes jump a 6-foot tall fence?
No, they cannot.
They cannot. I was safe. I was in my car and I was behind a fence. They didn't seem interested in me. They were just walking by. There was a time where a rabbit came right up to my car in Tucson, and I wanted to take a picture of it, but it was too far under me, and then by the time I opened my door, it ran away. It was cute, though.
Babbits are everywhere.
They are. There are a lot of places they are. I remember, like, the first few times we ran to our favorite park here, there would always be rabbits on the side of the road. Like, not dead ones. They were just hanging out, being them little free selves. And I'd be like, "Ronnie, look, a rabbit!"
I like how you had to freaking like say not dead ones, like they're alive.
They are alive.
Jumping
It's
around.
the side of the road. There's kind of like a grim implication, I feel.
I mean, because they're right by the road. I see.
We saw a snapping turtle by the road once. It was alive, but it was.
One. Did you touch its face?
I did.
Absolutely not.
You did not, but you did take a picture, didn't you? It was laying some eggs.
Oh, they wouldn't be snapping at you. They're too busy laying eggs.
Oh no, this guy was ready.
Well, I would think
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
if they're
shame
laying
it's
eggs, they're gonna be extra
Guy is
snappy.
gender neutral when it wants to be.
I suppose it is.
You want to snap on that cucumber.
Oh,
You're
good
feeding them while they lay eggs.
Man, all these animals make me want to go see animals. Hey, where's my cat?
Now I'm the same way. Maybe I should just go drive out to like Dunn or something. I like how there's a freaking city named Dunn. Why even say it's a tiny town? A sad town.
Alrighty. We're starting.
Hey guys, would you like to go see Dunn with me?
I want to go see Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
Going to go see that movie actually.
Yeah.
Friend.
Cocaine
You
Bear.
were
We
too
were
young to see Cocaine Bear.
We're supposed
You
to see.
already started watching regular movies. You can't stop me.
Actually, Bronny, he's right. He's an adult now. He can see those movies.
I say he's too young.
He's an adult, Bronny.
How old is your buddy here? How old is he?
No, aren't you?
18?
He's 18.
I thought that was not allowed anymore, as far as I.
Like, you think he has to be 21 now?
A lot of things have been moving towards that direction.
And also being in my Discord, you just have to be a legal adult. Just be a legal adult.
Yeah, if you can vote, good enough.
Good
Now,
enough.
remember, no dating until after you're married.
I agree.
Wait, what?
You heard me, son.
Praise,
I should be good.
praise the Lord Almighty.
He's already
Sorry,
broken that
North
rule so many
Carolina,
times.
guys. Blame North Carolina. It's very religious up here, guys. I've been prayed to a couple times on the way out from work.
Why are they praying? You're not God. Why are they praying to you?
It's the Bible Belt. I don't know.
Nothing
Are they
makes
praying
sense.
to you or are they praying for you? It's a very important
They're
distinction.
praying at him.
Usually for me, because I get
Well, there you go.
I get into a conversation with them about like how, oh, I moved up from California to here, and they're like, oh wow, you came my way over there. Raleigh's a pretty expensive area, and I'm like, yeah, I should have went for Chapel Hill or something. And they're like, yeah, but hey, you're in Cary. That means there's a lot of cool stuff in colleges you could go to. Lord Jesus, please give him a good degree. And I'm like, bless your heart.
Bless your heart means, oh my god, you're freaking stupid.
That baby is the gosh darn ugliest thing I've ever seen. Bless his heart.
My mom keeps calling the stray cat neck in her apartments ugly. It's like one of those tortoiseshell cats, I think you want to call it. It's black with speckles of like ginger and orange in its fur. It's cute. It's a salt and pepper cat. It's adorable. I don't know why she keeps calling it ugly, but she loves that thing. For something she calls ugly, she really seems to fucking love it.
Yeah, she keeps feeding it too, from what I've been knowing.
That cat's pregnant. She was saying the cat's name is Patty. She named it Patty. The thing that she doesn't want to keep. She named it and she's attached to it now. But yeah, it's pregnant. It's gonna have kittens and she doesn't know what to do. She's like, I take it to a shelter. They'll kill her. She's so. This is how she said it. She said, I want to take her to a shelter. She won't get adopted and they'll kill her because she's so ugly. And I'm like, she's she should get adopted. She's nice. It's so ridiculous. My mom's ridiculous.
Or I wish I actually went to California, so then I could confirm it even more.
You and your family do a history of liking ugly things.
That's not true. I love beautiful things.
You like me.
That's it, you're getting a friendship beating.
Friendship beating.
Your older sister married your brother. I don't know what your younger sister's baby daddy looks like, but I'm sure he's.
Oh. Split shade is being thrown right now. We're in the presence of someone who is the offspring of one of those.
I was going to comedically pound on Brony's door, but I don't trust myself not to put my fist through it.
Bruh.
I mean, we like this guy too, and he's kind of ugly.
Yeah, he's not.
The only reason I
brushed his hair very nice today, so you shut your fucking
The only
mouth.
reason I can't agree with you on that is because I'm the splitting image of my mother, and she would kill me if I said I was ugly, because it would be implying she is.
She's like, you little shit.
You've done that.
Everybody, all the dudes in this call are pretty freaking ugly.
Coon has very nice hair, and don't you say that about my flesh and blood. Don't you say that shit.
I take quite offense to that, but at the same time, it's kind of true.
Don't you say that
In
about
fact,
yourself.
all the
You're a
dudes
handsome
in
young
the
man. Just
chat
shave your
are
mustache.
kind of ugly, and I'm sure most of the ladies aren't exactly lookers either.
Eat my penis. I'm adorable. I'll have you know.
Yeah.
No, I said all the dudes on this stream, and all the dudes in the chat,
No.
and the ladies are probably not that great either.
Don't you talk about my gals like that. Don't you talk about my gals. Paladin Pony says, speak for yourself, Bronny!
I love
Heather,
the way
I need you to do me a favor real quick.
What?
I need you to ask me if I'm cute.
Are you cute?
Bitch, I'm
You're
adorable.
alright.
Ew. Don't
Spencer, hey Spencer, you're alright.
Hey, you
You're
can see
okay?
a picture of goggles in camera. That's funny. That's cute. For chat to see, I have pictures of gosh.
Just a heads up, you're showing your screens.
I know. I'm trying to make it not that, but it's being ridiculous. Well, it's not like it's giving them any information that's valuable anyway.
Currently.
Haha. Go back. Well, anyhow, I have photographs of Spoon and Goggles on my wall since they have both passed. I miss them dearly. But that's a big freaking flaw in your theory, Bronny. I love Knife and I love Spoon, and they're the most gorgeous animals you've ever seen. And Achilles,
Notable except
Achilles isn't ugly either.
Hercules is alright.
okay, so you have a good track record with animals.
Achilles, do you want me to throw your cake? Want me to throw your cake? I'm bad at throwing cake. My eyes aren't exactly close to this right now.
You need to get better at throwing your cake back.
Oh. Give me it. Give me it. Thank you. I'm really bad at this.
That joke flew over everybody's head.
No, what you were saying. I was waiting. I was waiting. Yep, there we go. That's better. Always gotta adjust it just right.
Yeah, I guess. Right.
You can come and adjust it yourself when you miss
you
it.
want your cone?
He wants to play. He wants to use it to scratch his ear. Did he bring his cake?
Yep.
Give me your cake. If you would bring me your cake, this.
No animal ever brings back an item when
By the way, guys, I found
Violet.
this genre called chill rap.
Chill.
Yeah, chill rap. It's in the road rage video I have. It just plays and it's chill. What a place for it to be in a road rage. video.
God, I gotta catch up on chat. Hold on. Powder Pudding Tea had a lot of stuff for you, Bronny. He's words for Bronny. When I use the realm of magic, it is usually a place outside of time and space, and the spirits are alive or connected to chaos or order and good and evil. The majority are spirits of nature and animals, elements, and more. You can read more into that in the chat.
Wait, so he said that the realm of magic is full of chaos spirits? Well, that explains how you met me.
Let's see. Honey Drop the Unicorn says, "How to know you have a really upset Southern woman? Bless your ever-loving pea-picked heart. Your only choice is to run." Trosby says, "How was the Ren Fair? We didn't go. We jumped the gun there. It didn't open until this weekend, actually, and now we're saving it up so we can go with fam to the Ren Fair."
Man, that had me mad.
It's okay.
I was so very mad. We drove for 2 hours, and then it wasn't open.
It's okay, Ronnie.
2 hours?
We've driven worse than that. It's gonna
Yeah,
be fun
I'm with
to
you.
go.
I've driven worse too. Could have been worse.
Now, is the next time you go gonna be a date as well?
No. Bronny, you said we were gonna go with your family, right? Was it gonna be this
Yeah,
next
we're
week?
gonna go. We're gonna go with family Saturday.
Saturday. God, this thing is torn the f up. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah.
This is my ergonomic handle.
Oh, that behold, the first person to play Pokemon Go at a Ren Fair.
Time for a new one.
I was gonna play Pokemon Go with the record.
Yeah. Like, it's gonna be Go Tour Hoenn. How could I not play?
I don't want to get another one of these. I think I've looked. If anyone can find where you can get an ergonomic handle to put on your crochet hooks, send me a link. I could use a new one because I've had this one for years. Me and Bronny, we went to a store and we found it, and I was like, "Oh, this is very good. That way, I won't like do as much to my wrists when I'm crocheting all the time." Because I still take my breaks and stuff, but since I've gotten an ergonomic handle, it's been very good for me. Let's see.
You guys see my OC yet? Your Discord yet?
Yeah, I did look at it. So is it like a dragon, or like what's the deal with that?
Dragon. It is a dragon.
Charles B says, "Maybe see the plush of your OC, please." Yes, you may. Let me just fix her hair. I crocheted this thing a bazillion years ago, but it's pretty good. I think it still holds up pretty good.
Oh yeah, the plushie you made for me, it was like one of your first few, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's got stumpy legs and everything. It's cute.
You have a Discord
Well,
message.
Discord.
I could send you a Discord image. You can put it on the opposite. Let me just take a picture of it real
On the
quick.
opposite of it. Gosh, I didn't think of Discord properly. I have to like look up to it. Hey, you found the exact one I'm using right now.
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that? Did you take a picture of my thing and like?
Let's search Google for ergonomic crochet.
Oh, dude, it's $10 on here. Ronnie, did you get more for this?
Send it through Discord.
I'm gonna put this on my list, Bronny. If your parents ask me for like a thing to get me for random stuff, just I'm gonna give you the link to it, and just tell them to get me another one of those.
Okay.
It's you know what, ergonomic handles are just gonna always be on an Amazon wish list for me because like I'll probably always need one, like forever.
Anyhow, try to show that on the obs.
On the opposite, I think I'd
Yeah,
have
I
to
sent it
go.
in. You can probably like right click, add image, and it'll show it straight up. Then you can just delete it out.
Oh, you could just swap out the image
delete.
thing you already
What is the image thing I already had?
have. GIF.
Oh, where is it?
The one that says image there.
Image? Oh,
Yep. You're just gonna properties
properties.
and just swap the image.
Oh yeah, Heather's good GIF.
I gotta save image. Yeah, it's me waving. That's gonna be on my videos.
Yeah, I gotta edit that together at some point.
Yeah.
You gotta get me all the stuff for your outro.
Yeah, I gotta get that done. I've not had time. I'm gonna put it. What folder should I put this in? Do I have a crochet folder? I don't have a crochet folder. How the hell do I not have a crochet folder?
Make a crochet folder, Heather.
Crochet. Now, see, now it's complete. Crochet.
Totally forgot. Next month there's going to be an update for Halo Infinite. New content's going to be in there. If you ever are interested in getting back into it.
Oh,
I don't know why. I actually don't know why that came to my head.
So I just found another style of crochet hook, but I don't think I can shoot this one.
massive.
Bruh. I don't think I can use that on stream. For those wondering, it doesn't look like a dildo. It is a dildo. Can you guys see the image? That's on his left. That little teal thing is one of the first plushies I ever made. I made it for Coon. It's a little stumpy. It's a little naughty. And the Celestia that can't hold up her head was actually far more recent. And I made that for Coon. The reason she can't hold her head up is because he demanded the longest of necks.
It still needs to be longer. I'm being honest. It still has to be longer.
It's not gonna hold up its head. It already doesn't hold up its head.
You can make it work. I can send it
I
back. and
cannot make it.
Heather's neck game is on another level, guys.
Kitty, what the fuck?
How are they doing?
Go play with your cake. Go play with your cake. Play with a. Ah, God, he ripped a hole in it. Dang it, cat. Give me the cake. Give me the cake. Give me it. Return cat.
All the way, guys. You can see more of these images on Heather Blossom's Discord. If you just
Become a
give into her
$10
Patreon.
patron today. Become a $10 patron. If you'd like me to make a custom plush crocheted of Euroc, you can also just message me that. I'm up for commissions. I'm up for whatever.
That's what I got from her. The Coon plush and the Celestia. Basically the oldest and the latest, technically speaking.
You know, let me see if I have other pictures of stuff I've done. I'd like to just throw that up. Pictures. I have the crochet folder now, but I think from my old PC, I might have more stuff. Ah. Of course I didn't make it. You know where I might have even more stuff? Would be my Google Drive. I can't exactly go looking for it now. My God, I had a lot of pictures that I just had for videos that I could just totally get rid of. I just randomly saved them.
I had to get rid of a lot of pictures from projects I was working on. Oh boy, those. Eh.
I was very much into Halo. What kitty?
Hey guys,
What?
I still have that job offer in Ohio at like Mentor, Ohio.
Not recommend Ohio. Not recommend it.
What
Would
is
not recommend it.
Hey,
I
Phantom, what is up with the Ohio meme lately? I don't get it. People keep telling me I'm from
Oh.
Ohio.
Oh, you don't want to know.
Do I?
basically
I don't-
The political stuff involved. That's mostly why I'm trying to stay off of that.
hey, this is what I know. Swag in Ohio, down on 100, down in Ohio. You guys know the song. It's a whole
I
Ohio.
don't know this song, and I'm very.
Oh my gosh, it's in every TikTok meme about Ohio. And I'll tell you this. I've been to Ohio. During wintertime, it is fun until you slip and eat shit. Would not go again. Unless they give me like 50, like a freaking job that pays me like $300,000 annually, then okay, I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
Kitty. Don't play with my yarn. I know I'm making it hard for you right now by whipping it around and shit, but that was literally just to pick it up.
But yeah,
Where's your
last
cake?
time I've been to Ohio,
Where's your
they
cake?
had a pretty big snowstorm. It was fast.
Just don't go to Ohio under any circumstances.
Did anyone
I
see where his
did.
cake went?
Even
3
before,
times.
even before the freaking chemical attack, just don't go to Ohio.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
had that chemical situation.
I almost forgot about
3 times, guys. I've been to Ohio 3 times. Yes, it is what the people say it is. Yeah.
Floated people in the air.
Yep. I
Oh
mean,
my
I
God,
haven't
see that in my dreams.
I haven't seen that though. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen floating people, but I have seen, deporting, crippling depression,
floating.
you know. I don't know. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Floating people.
People from Ohio.
No, what about flying people?
I feel like I
See,
know this.
Ohio might be the one place where you might be sent to a different world at that point.
Oh,
It
so
definitely
it's
is
haunted. This is like creepypasta shit.
By the way, to put it at a more down to earth level, it's potholes
Hey,
rival
How did
everywhere
keeps
else.
asking to
Like,
see your
oh
wand.
my god, I have watched my driver slam into a pothole and go, oopsie,
Oopsie poopsie.
literally. And I'm like, dude, that pothole could have freaking like taken your tire away. Why are you just sitting there being like, just a pothole?
I didn't cast it on you.
Okay. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do the meme.
You're lucky I'm immortal. It still freaking hurts though.
Oh,
You gotta suffer for the memes. Yes.
to be honest with you, guys, though, if I had to choose between Missouri, Illinois, Ohio, I would definitely choose Ohio. There's definitely stuff to do in Ohio compared to Missouri or Illinois.
Pound and Pony T says, try making a ball out of tinfoil. Our cat loves to play with them. That would make sense, especially with the current toys he's interested in. I just don't want him chewing off pieces of the aluminum foil and eating it.
Very
Swag
bad.
on 100 down in Ohio.
Pinch my freaking lip.
That song from 2008 called Down in Ohio. Look it up. It's a funny song.
2008? Jesus.
Yeah, pretty old.
That's like...
It's like your most typical meme song, too. It's like... and it's like it's just a bunch of guys shouting down in Ohio, swag on 100 down in Ohio. It's a funny song.
What
It's
in the
definitely a
hell?
funny song.
Makes no sense.
I'm trying to hammer something over here.
I can
Ugh,
hear
what are you
that. What's up
hammering?
with that?
I'm trying to put one of my ballots back together.
Okay, I
Ooh.
thought freaking Achilles was getting this.
Hammer.
I wonder if I've got the wrong part. I wonder if it came off of one of my other ballot songs, and that's why it's not going in.
Hey, check real quick. It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I don't really feel like getting up, but maybe I will. But yeah, that's the. I heard Emerald Ash. What is that noise? It's probably hearing me from across the hall.
I didn't say anything.
I heard somebody ask that.
I wasn't asking that. I was asking if anyone saw where the cake went. I don't know where the Achilles put his cake.
I can give the question. I can give the question. What the heck is that noise, Brawny?
Sure, whatever. I guess I just hallucinated somebody asking about the noise I was making.
Yeah, I'm
It's
pretty sleepy, so it could be anything.
Sometimes.
Paladin Pudding says you forgot my question for Bronny. What did I miss? You asked for the wand. You said tinfoil. Lion's head. What question did you have? Oh, wait.
Paladin Pony T always gets so upset if we miss one of his questions.
Is it him? I feel like it's more than one person.
It's usually him.
Somebody usually gets offended.
Ronnie, I think I see his question. Thoughts about his magical realm stuff, if you care to comment on that if you want to. No pressure.
What was the question again?
Does Bronny have any thoughts about what I just told him about the magical realm? It's the stuff I listed off to you.
No, I don't have any thoughts.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna drink this wine.
I don't quite think that's how the meditation thing works anyway.
Yeah, he's speculating on things with a lot of missing details. I think my next video will be sort of going into how things work, and that'll give him some more clues. But
Watching videos. What
Yeah.
takes the ball?
I gotta freaking make the video. I got all the free time now.
The perks of not having a job.
Indeed. I gotta get this to be enough. If I need all 11.6 thousand of my subscribers to donate me $1 every month. I don't even need that much. I just need 3,000 of my subscribers to donate me $1 every month.
Achilles.
Then you'd
does-
be set for
something
life. Dude, I would donate, but I got a life to live. I'll donate once in a while.
That's all right, man. You get the friendship discount.
Heck yeah! What is it, like 50 cents or something like that?
It means it's free.
Oh, so 100%.
Yes, 100% off.
Not 150%.
My friendship discount is a massive negative number.
Jer Edit said in the chat a comment. How controversial of him.
How come controversial?
Commensurate. Kitty, where is
He
it?
lives.
Where's your cake?
He lives there.
Where's your cake?
Since then.
I don't know what he did with it. Stay out
You
of my
guys could
basket.
do for an extra roommate, can ya?
Are you want to go in that guest room?
What do you guys offer for work in Florida?
Like all the stuff. You can do anything here, I guess. Oh,
Alright,
there's
well,
his cake.
see what Florida.
Well, how'd you do that? I was asking for it. This is your cake. You gotta give it to me if you want me to throw it.
So I just found a Never Have I Ever retro edition. You want to play?
Sure.
All right. Never have I ever used a rotary phone.
I've used it as a
I've used
toy.
a rotary phone.
I've used it as a toy, but not as like an actual phone because I didn't get how it worked.
I guess no point in counting. Used a floppy disk.
I don't need. No, I never used one. I seen them. Don't use them.
Used a typewriter.
Wish those are freaking vintage as hell.
I've used old Ford.
I've used one.
Cool.
Taken photos with a film camera.
I did. I had the Pikachu one. I had the Pikachu one. That was awesome. I want it back. I want to bring it back.
Listened to music on a CD.
I do that in recent time because I have CDs from my favorite bands.
Listened to music on a cassette tape.
Oh, I haven't done that. At least not in quite many years that I recall.
Yeah, I don't listen to it often.
I know I did it all the time as a kid because I had like Barney songs on a purple tape.
Oh, I remember that. I think I did too. It was that or it was something with Nickelodeon. I remember it being orange.
Listened to music on a vinyl record.
Never done that.
I can fix that because I have the AVGN collector's edition. So I have 3 vinyl records with the game soundtrack on it.
Oh my god.
We just need to get a record player.
I've seen them. I've seen them.
Listen to music on a Walkman.
I had one of those Walkman recorders thing. Or no, like the toy thing. You know what I'm talking about? Does that count?
Don't know. Listen to music on a boombox.
So, I have a Hello Kitty boombox, so yes.
Watched video from a VHS tape.
Yes. I do that on the holidays at Bronny's family's house. They have a VHS player. It's awesome.
And for me, absolutely. Sent or received a fax.
Oh, I hated that. I had to do that because like it wasn't even me. It was a place I needed to get something done with refused to take email. They wanted a fax. And I'm like, that is so stupid. My mom had to show me how to do it. So needlessly complicated. Just do emails.
Not a black dude.
Had a MySpace account.
I think I had one. Yeah, I used it to listen to music because you can make playlists back then. I loved making playlists.
MySpace was way dead by the time I got enough into computers.
Yeah.
Had an AOL email address.
No.
Accessed the internet by dial-up.
I think I did.
Good old days.
Used a phone book.
God, I don't even remember books. I remember them being on our porch and people would bring them. I never used it. I always thought it was weird.
Sent a postcard.
Did that for Bronny when we started dating because, long distance, I wanted to do something cute. So I got postcards and I sent them to him.
Used a paper map to get somewhere.
I would try to get paper maps just in case, because I was at one point just really into that zombie craze, and I wanted to put together like a kit so I would know how to do things while technology was gone. So I
Does
put paper maps in them.
What count as paper map?
No,
Heather, I am 4 steps ahead of you.
I bet you are. Be prepared. Beware.
I just finished watching The Walking Dead.
Are you should? I read this book with your grandmother a lot. That was called the Zombie Apocalypse Survival Guide. I loved reading it with her. It was one of our bonding experiences while I was in college. She loved it.
Owned a dictionary.
Interrogate her about this.
I think I did. I think I owned a dictionary. God, I can't even remember it that good. I think it was only when I was a little kid.
Owned an encyclopedia.
Oh, those were too
Yes.
expensive. We didn't have those.
Paid for something with a paper check.
I had to do that recently for something
No.
for the DMV. And it's the DMV. They're prehistoric, so I don't think that counts, but I'll drink anyway.
I used to pay rent to my stepdad with paper checks.
God, that's so prehistoric. Does he not do PayPal?
Fine.
No,
Big customer
I
who
didn't
pay
trust
me
him
in
to remember
checks.
that I paid.
My God.
So I used paper checks so that I had the logbook for every time I wrote a check, so that if he was ever like, hey, you owe me rent, I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah, I have the receipts, old man. In a language you can understand.
Also, this isn't on the list anymore, but I had my, when I was on the phone plan with my mom and stepdad, we were on Verizon with a limited data plan, and I set up everything on my phone to track exactly how much data I was using, and I think we only had like 4 gigs between the 3 of us, so I set it up to tell me to cut it out at 1 gig, and every month, sure enough, he'd be like, hey, we're way over our data limit. What are you doing? I pulled it up. I use like 100 megs the entire month. Like, I'm doing nothing. Go ask me.
Oh, man. I find it funny, but I'm also, like, incredibly concerned with what makes you so on it with, like, providing the receipts that you did do the things you did.
Yeah.
That's a hard tough. I can feel already what the reasons are. You don't have to go into it.
But absolutely the reason was my mom didn't configure her Amazon backup correctly.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so her
Lord.
Amazon account is just sharding data up to the cloud when she's on the worst connections.
God. Alright, what's another one?
Oh, I went through the entire list.
That's a whole list?
Yeah.
I feel like there should have been more.
I'm getting something this July. You might like
Oh,
it.
you know
I'll
what?
do a picture of it
What?
when I get here.
This one isn't on the list, but here's something I've absolutely done. Announce the stream. That's the last 10 minutes of the stream.
Oh, that is retro. Last 10 minutes of streaming,
Dang
last
it, I
minute
was gonna
comments,
get to-
questions,
God
or concerns. Please
dang
say them now. Forever hold your silence until the next stream. You lost, Coon. You lost.
Dang it. You own.
The cat says,
More accurately, but
That's a no.
I found a job I would do in Florida.
What job would
That
you do?
be?
It's janitorial. I mean, take it from me, janitorial work, I don't fucking do. Yeah, I mean, how is it in Florida? Do you guys get a lot of heroin needles down there?
Probably.
I
would think it would.
I'm sure it depends on where you are, but I've never had
Okay.
that problem.
You want me
Heather.
Because I can tell you,
Give me the cake. I'll
I
throw
can
it.
tell you this:
Give me it.
in the safest part of California, safest city in California, nonetheless, I still had to clean up needles.
Heather,
So
show the stream your technique for dealing with crackheads.
Oh, so it's a part of this kata that Bronny taught me.
You're gonna have to do horse stance to get low enough to be in camera.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Like ultimate horse stance.
So when that crackhead's coming at you, like straight on, and you know it's gonna be either a fatty or a chick or both, you come up like this. Like she's coming up behind you. And you're just like facing this direction, fighting off the other crackhead. You turn around, like, what the hell? And then you gotta scoop her boob, you gotta grab it, rip that shit right off. She's coming at you again, you gotta scoop her other boob, grab at it, rip that shit right off. She's got a third boob, you gotta scoop that up, grab it, rip it off. From there, you gotta block him from the side because that other crackhead's coming back. Two
Oh my
punches,
God.
kick and another punch, he's down, he's down. You go to the front to check if anyone else is there. They're not. They're over there. You gotta get over there. You gotta block, punch it, kick it. Maybe knee it. I just didn't kick him because he's there. You're not a
Pop
crackhead.
it,
Mm-hmm.
twist it, turn it, flick it.
Oh, they're out the front. Shit. Shh. What's up? What's up? It's down at the horse stance. Where are they? They're over there. Oh shit. That's just a little taste of what you can learn under the Brawny Sensei
Yes.
stuff.
Now, if you could please allow me to be in frame.
Now,
Now
I got a
see-
question. Would that tame the California?
That's hard to say, Brawny. Have you tried this on the California homeless?
Especially a Los Angeles homeless.
No.
The Los
Look,
Angeles crackhead.
If you guys
Yeah,
got,
you just gotta shoot those guys. They're sick animals. You put them down. Californians are sick animals. They need to be put down like sick animals.
I don't know if a bullet would stop them though. That's the problem. There's a reason guns are banned because they don't work in Los Angeles.
now, here's the thing, guys.
Mongol.
If you want to learn this properly, you got to really horse stance.
He's horse dancing it pretty hard.
Jeez.
I don't know if that's gonna stop them, man.
Take too much horse stance.
I don't know, man.
You know what? This technique
gotta
is missing
test it.
something. I think it needs more horse stance.
Guys, we'll have to
No.
go to skip row.
Forget horse stance. We're getting all the way down to pony stance.
Oh, I'm missing out on chat. Hold on. There's a lot of stuff that came in. Orca Dragon 115 says, "Have you watched TV on a box TV?" I believe I have. Honeydrop wants me to read their list on how to be a princess. Honeydrop the Unicorn says, 1, be kind, generous to every person you meet. 2, speak with poise and confidence. 3, believe in yourself and your worth. 4, respect and listen to others. 5, develop a hobby or pastime that you enjoy. 6, keep yourself educated on current events and affairs. 7, maintain good posture and take pride in your appearance. 8, don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. 9, take care of yourself emotionally and physically. 10, cultivate strong relationships and friendships. Pretty much do all that. I totally am a princess. Chaotic King Jebel says, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" Chaotic King Jebel, ¿está tarde? Why are you late? ¿Por qué? Chaotic Pony P says, "Okay, Brian Heather, will you pics of the Ren Fair? Because we would love to see it." Oh yeah, we probably will. I'll probably post them on Twitter and stuff.
I can't promise to take a lot of pics myself, but I'm going to be playing Pokemon the entire time.
Yay, kitty. You have your cake? Good. I'll throw you cake.
You know, next week it's just going to be so cake.
Oh.
Was Ren Fair, Gotor Hoenn, Alan Wake, and Pokemon Scarlet.
Yeah, this is opening weekend for Cocaine Bear, Bronny.
You guys get a lot of Aldi locations down there.
Yeah, we do, and none of them hired me.
Like Aldi. They usually have some cheaper stuff, good priced meat. Cheap wine!
You actually know how they got their cheap prices? By basically hiring just enough people and telling them do the work harder. That's how they get their trade price.
At least
Well,
they
they-
gave them chairs.
Yeah, and the other thing is, pretty much everything in the store is their brand.
And also, it's the last 5 minutes of the stream, and last minute comments, questions, or concerns. Please save them now or hold silence until the next stream. Kitty, do you want me to throw your cake? No, you're hiding your cake. That's hiding your cake. You gotta give me the cake. You want me to throw it?
Doesn't want to give you it.
Yes, he does. He loves it. Look at him go.
Kelly, don't listen to her.
He loves it. Look, he loves it.
Achilles, don't get shot in the foot. Whatever you do, specifically the heel.
Yeah, don't do that. You want more throwies?
Maybe I should
Did you
apply.
look at how tiny this thing can get?
Man, they're also hiring
you
up
put
here
puppy
in
in there?
North Carolina.
Like a freshborn puppy.
Yeah.
I'd like a puppy.
I'd like a puppy, but I don't want to have to go through customizing the dog again.
I actually asked some people that quit Aldi why they left Aldi. You know what they told me? Too much work for what they expected. I was like, thanks for the note.
It's always up there. Let's see. Sorry, guys, if I'm letting chat get away from me. It's the last few minutes of the stream, and I'm trying to catch up on everything. Honey Drop DDP says, "Can I see Bronny opening a sword shop at a Ren Fair? Maybe someday. Maybe someday he'd do that. That'd be nice. How to put it?
It is one of my dreams to make swords.
And we got one step closer to it.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't talk about that tonight. We spent a good chunk of today working on getting the sword shop going.
I was unfortunately working at my other job unpacking Legos, but I was there for something.
Ooh, that's fun. Heather, what's it like working for that job?
It's pretty cool. I'm just working for one guy out of his house, and I'm just unpacking Legos and doing whatever else he asked me to do. The problem is if I get because people sell Legos, resell them, and I get sometimes just a bag full of Legos. There's a bunch of Legos in there, and they just didn't sort them at all. It's just a big mixed bag of stuff. They're not supposed to send it like that. And when that comes in, he tells me to hey, mark it so I don't order from them again because I don't want people who do it like that. And I'm like, yeah, sure. But the thing is, I'll get that sometimes, and I have to dump out the whole thing and sort all the things separately, and then count how much each one is. That's a big, tedious job. He's had a lot of heavy boxes lately, but yeah, I also help him make shelves and stuff, and cut pipes. I helped him cut a lot of pipes last week, for shelves and things that he uses. So some of it's a little bit physical, but it's fine. It's good. It's good work. He pays well for it. And Powder Pony wanted me to go over something he said earlier that's in between all his other stuff. He says, "I don't get mad. I'd just like to know your thoughts. You guys are smarter and good listeners. I like talking to people who like stuff I know." That all, Bronny, Heather, stuff. Good. He also sent a dragon emoji. He said you should make LARP weapons, Bronny.
If I ever figure out how, foam is a surprisingly difficult medium for me to work out. I don't know why, but I just have a little bit of trouble with it. Oh, I see the problem here.
Let's see. Orchid Dragon 115 says I'm nowhere close to a princess. Dragon.
And I'm a dragon and a prince. So
you could be a dragon princess. Alright, last minute of the stream, guys. Last minute of the streaming. Last minute comments, questions, or concerns. Let's bring them up now. Yes, you missed every single Poon. You're off the ball. You're off
I know,
the ball.
man. I know. It's been a long week.
It certainly has been. I'm gonna get
Last minute of
hydrated.
the stream, last minute of the stream, a last comment confirm.
You're
in the comment section below.
Coon, you were a baby. You were a baby.
No.
You like baby bottle pops, don't you?
It's been a busy day. Okay, guys, it's been a busy day. Too much work for very little. Okay.
You're not wrong there. Do you have your cake? Do you want me to throw your cake? Do you have it?
Funny enough, long story short, I shorted this. My first ever customer was supposed to be a commercial job, right? Okay, I'm going to clean their carpet. And I know.
Sorry to interrupt your story there, but 0 minutes left in the stream. 0 minutes left in the stream.
Oh my god. So I'm gonna.
But yeah, basically, yeah. Well, I'll cut it down to 15 more seconds. Went in. Basically, nobody was there. Tried to call them, nobody answered. Told the tech line, they told me nobody answered. Screw it. Go to the next house. Next house, a Karen. Ah, one day.
Kitty, come here. Come here. Why do you want to? Why do you want to cry? Why do you want to cry? Where's your cake? Do you want me to throw your cake, or are you just being a baby? You being a baby? He's always yelling at me.
Yes, being a baby.
He's being a big baby. So I'm gonna take a moment to thank my gracious patrons. Stay.
Hold on, before you do that.
What?
Avada Kedavra.
You gotta say it like the meme.
Avada Kedavra.
Say it like me.
Avada Kedavra.
Yes.
All right, so I just killed Heather, so I'm gonna have to thank her patrons on her behalf. We're looking at Aura Wolf, Easy Mode Gamer, Angel of Speed, Patrick, Aaron Davis, DJ Skywalker, and Emerald Spencer. Hey, that's me. And I don't know how it goes after there, so we're gonna throw that seed.
All right. So anyhow, if you'd like to become like one of my patrons, you can go to the link in my description. From there, you can see all the cool perks that you could redeem for being a part of my Patreon team. For as little as $10 per post, you can get into the Discord server where I hang out, I post memes. You get the announcements as soon as I post my videos, my YouTube shorts. Usually post sneak peeks of stuff I'm working on like there first. Like, you know, my all my EV stickers and stuff. I was posting my artwork there first before I posted it anywhere else, so you'd get a sneak peek of all the stuff I work on, including my animations. And of course, everyone else likes to post their little art bits and tidbits there. You can also organize your own tabletop games if you'd like. You could also we also go on the Minecraft server. If you're cool, we'll let you in on that as well. A lot can happen at that $10 tier, but if you want to go something lower, that'd be great. The $2 tier is going to get you access to the Achilles welcome video as soon as I stitch that together. That's something I look forward to doing because I'm planning. Well, I won't tell you what I'm planning because that's for patrons only. You want to know what I'm planning? Become a patron. But if you're interested in not doing such a big commitment, you can always contribute on stream, using the Stream Elements tip jar that is also linked in the description. During stream, if you tip a certain amount, you can have your little message spoken out on the screen. It's happened before. It's been a little bit since it's happened, but it is a thing that does happen. Your little message will show up on the screen, and your tip will end up in the wine glass. It'll be totally awesome. If you want to do it privately without so much fanfare, you could that tip link works off stream as well, so you can do it privately and give me however much you think I'm worth. No negative numbers, please. But if you can't contribute financially, that is totally fine. Follow me on Twitter if you want the most recent updates outside of the Discord server. I also have a TikTok. I have an Etsy shop as well, where again I sell all these stickers. The large ones are $3. The mini ones are $2.50. And I also sell crocheted stuff like the stuff I made that you see in front of you. These wristbands come in a pack of 2 and are $20. Why? Because you've seen it. It takes me a very long, like an hour to make them. And I make 2 of them. So if I'm going by minimum wage for myself, that's $20 that I spent there.
Minimum wage in Florida.
You know, I don't know. I don't work for minimum wage.
10.25.
$10.25?
No, I'm sorry, 8.50.
$8.50. Yeah. So yeah,
Funny
that's why.
enough, it says as of 2023, it's $11 an hour.
Mm.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah.
anyhow, yep, I have an Etsy shop, I have Twitter, I have TikTok, I have all of the things, so you can always find me there. Now, let me think. Where was I going with this? I think I did all my usual stuff. My God, don't scare me.
Dang, California's at 1550? What's going on?
Inflation. Anyhow, let's get to saying goodnight in alphabetical order. Aterius Shade, you go first. Atrius Shade? I don't know how it's pronounced. Just say goodnight.
It's okay, it's okay. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Brawny Buck.
Have a good night, everyone.
Edits Coon.
Have a good night, everyone, and licking subscribe.
You know what, Coon? I'm gonna have you do a couple of takes of like and subscribe, and all the different takes I'm gonna put at the end of my videos. I will pay you.
Good.
I will pay you some money for those because it's iconic.
Heck yeah.
All right, and you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Avada Kedavra them. Unforgivable curse them all. Sure. What's the fucking torture curse?
Crucio.
Crucio. Oh, like crucifix. Oh, that's depressing.
Well, I believe the full name of the curse is the Cruciatus curse.
Cruciatus. Psh, that's a fucked up curse.
By the way, guys, you know what's fascinating? There's still some states that are below the federal minimum wage.
Well, of course they are. All right, guys, let's call it a night. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, I upload daily and I stream every week at Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you next week for the conclusion of Alan Wake. Bye.
Bye.